How's it going, PhonLab? It's RootJunkie here. I'm going to be your instructor in today's video. We're going to be talking specifically about MediaTek chips in smartphones. So that'd be like MTK chips. If they have that kind of a chipset in them, then this form of FRP bypass will probably work for those devices. So this is going to cover a lot of devices. So right now this is actually a new Mobile X4. This is the phone I'm working with right here. And I just want to show you that I just reset this thing and it is FRP locked. So I've already connected to Wi-Fi on it, and it's going to come up with, they want you to put in the previously synced Google account. Now, a lot of flash boxes can actually do this same method really simply and easily with a little bit less skill set. But what we're kind of showing you here is a way that it works and then why it works and explaining what it's doing. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, is going to be removing this, and it's very, very simple to do with a couple tools here on your Windows machine. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go over to my computer, and we're going to install the programs we're going to need, show you the files, explain a little bit, and finish this process of removing FRP on these MediaTek devices. Alright, so let's talk about this a little bit. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download, obviously, the files we're going to need. So you need to go to the file repository here on PhonLab, which brings you basically to this mega site. And I'll link you to all this stuff. It'll be below this video in this lesson. So right here you can see you have the MTK FRP removal with SP Flash Tool files right here. So you're just going to go ahead and download that. That is just the FRP files. It's not SP Flash Tool, so you'll still need that as well. So once you got those two things downloaded to your computer, you should be rocking it. So we're going to come over here to my folder, and basically once you get them, just put them in something called MTK FRP, and then right here is the splash tool, and then these are all of the FRP bypass files. Okay, so I think we're going to explain a little bit about the files and what you're actually doing. Okay, so basically if you look in here on devices that have MediaTek chips in them, they have what's called a preloader, and there's a scatter file. So scatter files, if we look at them, which are kind of interesting, contain all the different partitions of a device. And one of those partitions that is listed is the FRP partition, which is where FRP, or factory reset protection security, is stored. And it's stored under the FRP bin. Okay? So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the scatter that has the location of the FRP bin, and we're going to flash it. It's pretty simple. We're going to just erase what's in the FRP bin so that we aren't factory reset protection locked anymore. That's generally the gist of how this is functioning. So let me pull that back down. Here is the FRP bin that doesn't have a Google account locked on it. So it's a clean bin for these devices, and that's basically what you look through all these. And basically the information you need to know is you need to know what the MediaTek chip number is so that you can flash the correct scatter file for the device you have. The easiest way to find out what your device is to just go into Google and do a search for the name of the device that you're trying to remove FRP on. So we're going to do like new Mobile X4 chip, and that should bring up some information about the device somewhere on here. Probably here would be probably pretty good. So right here, see it? Right there, MT6735. So you can see that is the name of our MediaTek chip, and now we know which file to flash to it. That's basically what you're doing. It's pretty simple. So let's go back and actually do this removal at this point. Alright, over here on my device, I'm going to go ahead and plug in my USB cable and just plug it in. And there are drivers that are probably going to install during this process, so they're going to install when it goes into preloader mode. And if they don't have to install, you might have to run the process a couple times. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up SP Flash Tool on the computer here and load it. Alright, and here's SP Flash Tool. Now you can see it says it's for that same device, MediaTek chip right here, but that's only because that's the scatter we have loaded. So by default, there won't be a scatter loaded here, and there might not even be a download agent loaded here. So basically, let's look through this. So it should start out, it should say download only. That's important. We should have this right here, MediaTek all-in-one DA. So let's just show you how that looks. So all-in-one right here. You want to make sure that one's loaded there. So we'll click that. And then you want to go ahead and make sure you have the right scatter file. So we're going to load this, and we're just going to show you again that these are all the files, right? My scatter that I need is in here, and it's this one right here because that's the device I have. So we'll load my scatter. And basically from here, you make sure FRP is selected because you're going to flash that FRP bin in that location. And then you hit download. Alright, so now the device or the program is ready to download, but the device is not in preloader mode. So to do that, it's very simple. Just go over here and hit power off, hit OK, and the device is going to power off and actually launch into preloader mode. And when it gets into preloader mode and those drivers install, it's going to go ahead and flash the device. It does take a second for that to take place. So you can see it actually didn't go ahead and do it automatically. It just pulled up the battery. So if that happens for you, just go ahead, unplug it, plug it back in, and you got to get it to load into that preloader mode. And there you go. You can see it did it on the computer, and it says OK. And now the device screen is still off, but we're done on the computer. Let's go ahead and unplug this, and I'm going to let this thing boot up while I close down my computer windows. So just hold power until it loads. I heard a vibration. There you go. And you're going to see that FRP is now removed. Like I said, we are completely done on the computer at this point. Okay, so here you go, and we should be able to get right past that FRP screen because we have basically flashed the FRP partition with the new bin, and the lock that was there is now gone. And that's basically the beauty of this process. It's very, very simple and easy to use. So we're just going to let it finish the connection process here. Shouldn't take too long, pretty quickly. It says takes up to 2 minutes, but really it shouldn't. So, and next screen. Come on, checking information. There's no information to check because it's gone. And there you go. Now you can add any Google account and finish the setup, or you can even just skip right ahead because you have officially removed FRP on this device, completely gone, and you can get into it very easily and very simply. That's the beauty of SP Flash Tool because basically the preloader doesn't have any security checks and you can flash whatever you want to whatever partition you want. Very, very simple to do. There you go, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Maybe you've learned a little bit about FRP and just how it's implemented and how to easily remove it on these MediaTek devices. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Root Junkie out.